1 second. Let me see if I have this. Did I save it or did I just send that and delete
YouTube
it?
and Twitch as well. There we go.
Martin crazy, wearing straps with plaid. I Instagram every meal I've had. All my music bottles are on display. We can go to see a show, but it'll make you pay. Wow. Sorry.
Also, it's gay month in how many days? In 2 days, 2 more days will be gay month.
I wish gay people were real.
And in 6 days, it's my day.
Wow.
I expect nothing but condolences.
Thank you, Intrariano. I will use some of these.
Why is there a compilation of it?
It's all it's a compilation of my drawings. So like this isn't even
Screen
like,
the command.
This isn't even my final form.
all right, let's open Twitch.
Let me save.
Visvain, what is Kank? Well, you're apparently you are not informed. Well,
Kank is the collective project of the entire Argentina, that entire museum, apparently.
Kank
Yeah, the Museo Museo Argentino de Ciencias Naturales. That's the name.
More importantly, Kank is Dutch for cancer.
Oh,
Hank is the guy who pulls the lever.
It's true. Pull the lever, Kank. Oh.
also 57 votes. That's
That's a lot.
that's a lot.
Now, will there be 57 people in here?
There are more, but wait, how many? There's like 7. There's 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, 42, 39.
I kind of forgot what I voted for.
46.
Did I even vote?
There are 8 times as many votes for this thing as there are elements of it. It's really funny.
I honestly couldn't care less.
It's very funny.
It's a big bird.
Couldn't care less.
That's all you need.
But it's not the biggest bird.
True.
Obviously, because that would be Varombe. Which I still think is real, but that's just me.
For some reason, the wiki link for Kank in the English Wikipedia still redirects to New Hampshire Route 112.
You'll have to see it. Damn. Is it really time? Double and triple checking here. But it's indeed time for Velociraptor.
Big V.
Because not the big V.
Pluma
Awesome.
Draco. Have to see it. And this guy. Who was it? My God, only birdie stuff.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
All
such a
birds.
good idea for what I'm gonna do. What for? Which one are we doing? Velociraptor first.
I think Kank has the most.
Oh,
Yeah,
Kank
Kank has the most.
has the most by far.
Okay, Kank has the most. Okay, what formation is Kank from?
Chorizo, I believe.
Okay. How do you spell that?
Chorrillo.
Also known as Chorrillo
See,
for English speakers.
Yeah, but I'm not going to pronounce it that way.
No, just for clarification, because most people will know it as such.
To be fair,
okay,
I am
sure.
pronouncing
Okay,
with the Argentinian pronunciation, so even some Spanish-speaking people might not understand me.
okay. What's there?
Language is a beautiful thing.
Gastropod?
Chorrillo
Let's
or
see.
Dorothea, which is basically the same, have some beautiful stuff.
We have
Yeah, look at those.
we
the
have
Wikipedia.
Mipe is from here.
Mape
for
from
example. Yeah, Mipe.
Yeah.
Steguros,
Kostensuchus was from there.
several ornithischians, a bunch of
Ooh.
mammals, among them quite large forms for the Mesozoic, also monotremes. This specific
Patagomaya.
one is from Patagomaya, although it's higher up in the formation.
we have
Kostensuchus is from here, right?
It's all
Yeah.
Yep.
also, I think it's coastal, relatively coastal. We have what's it called? Aristonectus, I think, from here.
Let me check.
We have for sure we have marine reptiles.
We have if the Wikipedia page is up to date, the marine reptiles from Chorrillo itself are indeterminate. So like Elanthus already indeterminate and Mosasauridae indeterminate.
Let's have a look on the Chilean side. Maybe we have something. Maybe it was from here. Or I misremember. Yeah, for example, Steguros was from the Chilean side. Aristonectus is from Dorothea. Okay, that's why. We also have from Dorothea. Yeah, Steguros is from here. Gonkoken is also from here. Really nicely preserved hadrosauroid. On the smaller side, I think it's like 3.5 meters long. But yeah, we should maybe say what Kank is.
Yep.
Kank is an theropod and it's an unenlagine. So it's a Deinonychosaur. Usually these guys have pretty long snoots. Like the body is basically that of a dromaeosaur. The sickle claws though are relatively small usually for them. And yeah, they have long, relatively rectangular snoots. Like there's not much tapering going on in these guys. We can probably use Buitreraptor here as
let me check what the because they don't in the paper they don't do a phylogenetic analysis.
I wouldn't. I honestly I applaud that because that only leads to polytomies that lead you nowhere.
Yeah, the material isn't the best. They do compare it in the text. Let me check what they say.
Here, Buitreraptor, for example. If I remember correctly, Kank is a medium-sized guy. Medium-sized to large. Like the material is, as mentioned, quite fragmentary. The holotype is 1 vertebra. So not much. There's a little bit other material that is was found close to it and is referred to it, but we can't say with 100% certainty that it's the same animal. So they only have it as referred specimens. Let me see. Did someone do a scaling of the guy? already?
I
I
haven't
think
seen any.
also yesterday somebody who is working at the museum or is involved there put like images of
Yep.
the material.
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
there's
On Renaissance, I believe.
Yep, I know a few people here on Discord, on another server, that work at the vertebrate evolution laboratory at the museum. So
Nice.
they have had contact with the material.
Yeah. Found it again. Posting this here in chat. As well, this is the material we are basically working with. This vert here, that's a holotype, and these are referred specimens. You can see here, like, this is part of a claw. We have some teeth. Very typical Unionlagian stuff. The teeth are not really like cutting things. They are close to conical, but not really like in the Spinosaur thing. It's the closest thing a dromaeosaur tooth can be to a fish eater tooth, basically. And yeah, it is usually assumed that these guys would go after fish or other small prey items.
Yeah, so the authors talk about the material being found in shallow river depositions. So they don't like explicitly hypothesize, but they put forward the idea that maybe it was going for fish. And the media the press stuff they did was very heavily towards that idea.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I just like Googling the name to get some more images. Immediately I see press release articles talking about like the Argentinian terror heron or something like that. Yeah.
So in the paper they talking about the affinities of Kank, they mentioned some features are similar to Ostroraptor, some are with similar to Witteraptor, and they mentioned that the pneumatic fossa in the vertebra may suggest closer affinities with the Ostroraptor itself. So to keep that in mind, that's the closest thing we have to phylogenetic analysis.
Yeah. Ostroraptor is unfortunately not as well known as Buitroraptor. Buitroraptor has like several specimens and like near complete osteology, I think, at this point. Ostroraptor only has that one specimen. It's quite a bit larger. I think like around 5 meters long. And yeah, it's the largest Unionlagian so far. It is the animal would certainly be more robust, I think, than Buitroraptor because it's larger. Maybe not as robust as Ostroraptor. Hard to say without more material, of course.
Yeah.
Something interesting to keep in mind, though, is that Ostroraptor had pretty small hands. Buitroraptor, on the other hand, has really large ones. So it's up to everyone what they want to go for, I think, with this. Let me see if I can find. I don't think there's yet a skeletal drawing that really takes that into account. There was a few years back a paper on new material of Buitroraptor that shows that the arms are really long in this guy. Let me see if I can find the paper quickly again. Pelvic hind limb, no. Postcranial, I think it's this one. Also, this is 2018. I think that was not that long ago. Let's have a look. Is it this one, or am I hallucinating? Okay, we're getting closer to the pectoral stuff. Jump. Come on. What is that? That's the femur. Nope. That's apparently not. Okay, that's a tail anatomy, pectoral. Ooh, maybe it's this one. Ooh. Because there's so much material of, and also well-preserved material of Brachyraptor, that means there is some pretty cool papers on this, like tail anatomy, reconstruction of pectoral musculature, reconstruction of like hind limb and pelvic musculature and stuff. When was this? Ooh, I think it's this one. No, that's not. Fucking hell. It's also 2018. Was it last year? No. Or was it in this paper? Google is no longer a help with this stuff.
Unfortunately.
The recent updates really have turned the algorithm into mush. Let's have a look on Ecosia. Maybe it has what I'm looking for. Doop-de-doop-de-doo. Look at that. There's already more images of the fossils I'm looking for.
Oh god, the title of a new paper was just posted on Paleo News, and it has a curious title, to say the least.
Oh.
Postosuchus supernova.
What?
Amazing.
What does that mean? New specimens first. Ooh, is it open access?
Postosuchus nuke.
Is it open access?
I think
it is open access. It loads.
It is.
Oh, let's have a quick look. Ooh.
Truth Postosuchus.
Not much of the skull. Do they call it that because it exploded? The specimen? Oh. It's not that much. Shame. Cool title though. I suspect it's named because it maybe like exploded during like weathering or something.
Fragments were collected as flow at the base of the cliff, and the ladder was used to access the fossiliferous horizon. No elements remained in situ, but approximately 300 kilograms of the washed sediment below the site was dry screened, resulting in hundreds of fragments that reassembled over more than 100 person hours.
Oh my god.
So floated out of the cliff.
Yeah, they were eroded away.
You'll have to see it.
Yeah. Postosuchus supernova.
Gem-bound prism, I agree. It's just like the force of habit to jump to Google. Like say what you will want about Google, but they were really good at marketing themselves. Like Googling has become synonymous with searching for something online. It's so ingrained in internet culture at this point. It's horrible.
Can't say that. You can't say the same with Edge.
Yeah,
Maybe
no,
not.
no. We are certainly not edging here.
I might drop Google soon because back then there was a time I used Ecosia, but I really didn't like the image search. But considering the state of Google image search today, I don't think that's that's an issue anymore.
Yeah, no. Like at this point, Ecosia image search oftentimes gives you better stuff. I remember this paper like it was yesterday, and it had like all its own skeletal drawing too. Like that was really weird because it like ploinked the arm on there, as it was like in the fossil, which made it look really weird. Why does it not show up on either side? Oh wait, no. Found it. Found the skeletal I was looking for. This thing. It shows you like how the arm is like in the fossil. That's how they show it. But despite this being like not the best reconstruction, it really nicely shows how long the hand is. This did not show up on Google. Was on the blog by Zachary Miller, Waxing Paleontological.
Good friend of mine.
Yes, let's see. And I think it's this paper. Aha! When was this published? Huh? It tells you 2018? What? That can't be. Did I completely miss this when I looked through this? Or is this a different one?
That Radius and Ulna are crazy.
Yeah. I think it's partially the preservation though here. The way that looks. No, that's not the paper. Okay, it is Novas 2018. It's that long ago. The year I began streaming. I feel like that was more recent. Anyway, this is a side tangent that took us way too long already. Yeah. Where's my phone? There we go. Let's start with Kank, the subject of the first sketch tonight. Unenlagin Deinonychosaur from Argentina. From the last stage of the Cretaceous, Maastrichtian. Where's the timer? There we go. Okay, let's go. And let's start with Kank. In 1, 2, 3, go. For people who just joined, the skeletals on stream here are Buitroraptor and Austroraptor, two close relatives. We do not have enough of Kank to really say anything about its overall appearance. What we can say is that it was probably relatively large for an Unenlagin.
Also, speaking of, you may notice that the title of the paper says Unenlagid instead of Unenlagin. That's because there's an ongoing debate on whether Unenlagids or Unenlagins are part of Dromaeosaurida.
Yeah.
Or they are their own family. The main author of this paper, Matías Mota, is one of the main proponents that they are their own family. So that's why it mentions it as an unallied, but we're not sure.
Hashtag dinosaur. Ole. So, and Triano, I wanted to ask, do you have any theories about why there's so many co-authors on this paper?
I am not sure. I mean, the thing is, the whole unallied thing is a bit of the pet project of the museum, because the big unallied paper came out of there, and the main author, Dr. Mota, is the main author of the unallied paper, and this one too. I maybe because it was it's a paper about a relatively important family, or well-known family in a way, but it also, the material is not that complex in a way. Maybe that led to a lot of, but also I'm not sure, it's not just people collaborating, for example, gaining some practice. There's also Agnolin and I think Novas is there as well. I am not sure. I should ask. Maybe the people at the museum can tell me. But yeah, it's a bit of a crazy list. One interesting thing in the paper is that they mention at the very end that they dropped the idea that Imperovator is an unallied, and that maybe now that there's unallied records in southern Patagonia, in southernmost Patagonia, there might be a link there, because up until this point, all the unallied material we had was from the most northern regions of Patagonia, and even northern than that. We didn't have anything from the center of Patagonia down until now. So there's the idea that maybe maybe Imperovator, which is from Antarctica. Now that we are starting to find links in southern Patagonia, maybe there's a continuous link there between Imperovator and the unallieds.
I wouldn't be surprised. I think that idea has been brought forward already in other papers, but yeah.
They do mention that, yes. Yeah. But there's not enough material of this guy, or enough superposition of material to say for sure.
Yeah, it's very interesting to see these southern parts of South America, giving us a glimpse at some more, I wouldn't say polar faunas, but
no, it wasn't polar, but yeah, and we gotta remember that at this time Antarctica was still linked together with Patagonia, and I believe it's understood that the general composition of the biosphere in at least the region in the Antarctic Peninsula was pretty similar to southernmost Patagonia at the time.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason we have Antarctosaurs in Patagonia. Stuff.
Yeah.
Because people relatively early on recognizing that there's a connection going on here. But yeah, I'm always thrilled when more stuff from Churla or Dorothea comes out, because it's usually something unheard of so far.
Yeah, and we've been having a lot of discoveries from down there, like recently.
Doing a little bit of iridescence here, because why not? Also, remember correctly, in Buitroraptor, the arms appear to be quite flexible. The range of motion is quite high. So I might as well play a little bit with that. $11.
Oh. This is okay.
I don't see this thing catching fish with these tiny teeth. I could be wrong, though.
No, why not?
I suppose.
Herons don't have teeth at all.
That is fair. That is fair.
Also, at least based on Buitroraptors, I had many of them. So.
That could be that. They might have just had different fishing strategies if they did, I guess.
And also depends a lot on this fish.
I think mine is coming out pretty well. I like mine.
Good.
The good thing about reconstructing these guys with like these guys that have very little material is that you are really not that constrained to exact proportions.
Actually, when they invent time travel and you like misreconstruct it, they're gonna like take you out at the end of walking.
They have a big fight on their hands with me.
They're gonna bring you back to life just to tell you were wrong.
Husaro Del Rey on YouTube brings up that certain birds, fish-eating birds, have little serrations in their beak for catching fish. So what you see here might be equivalent.
Kind of like a merganser. Okay, I could see that.
Also, wait, what? What's some? Is there a live translation of chat now on YouTube?
Like what?
Like live translation of chat, because everything on YouTube chat is in German for me.
Oh god, let me check.
Fuck.
Not for me at least. Everything is in English.
Weird.
And I have YouTube in Spanish, so
yeah.
But I can tell you that it is in English, yes.
Should be. That weirded me out as heck for a second there. I don't like how this overall looks. Maybe. Maybe I should start all over again.
Yes, do it.
And start the timer all over again. Yes, do it.
Yeah, with 3 minutes left.
I did mine naked. Oh well.
Naked.
Is it afraid?
Well, it is. Yeah, I guess you could say it. It's afraid. Sure.
Naked and afraid. Holy moly.
You can make a TV show out of that.
I know. I'll make $1 billion.
I haven't thought of naked and afraid in a while.
Okay, so I
It's
asked
good.
why the paper has so many authors, and the answer I got was teamwork.
That is an excellent answer.
That makes the dream work.
I agree. And I find it honestly weird that so many people asked about that, because it's usually how things are done.
I think the funny part is the juxtaposition between like the very fragmentary material and the amount of people
Yeah, but
working
still,
on the.
still,
Yeah, no, of course.
I found it low key insulting that people were like, "Oh, look, that little material, and still so many authors." Yes, and
I should. Ooh, I should.
nah, I also don't like how that looks.
Oh, this is just a warm up, right?
It is,
Yes.
but still.
This
The
might
first
be
blocking sketch is never usually that bad.
this might be a colorless sketch for me.
First bad is the first flocking is. Now I failed to make the joke twice. I'm not making it anymore. I give up.
Simply
Never give up. Never give up. Always push for your dreams.
I messed up the reference twice. I can't.
No longer hits.
Yeah,
I know how you feel.
The time check?
0.
Oh God.
That's awesome.
It's time to post. But not before.
Yeah, this
I
one
do
is definitely getting worked on.
tiny bit of shadow here. Yeah, we. Yippee! Certainly could look better after 20 more minutes. But it is what it is. Gunk.
Oh, we never mentioned the funny name comes from the Aonican mythology.
Mm-hmm.
The Aonican people are also known as the Tehuelche from southern Patagonia. Well, they did occupy like geographic wise a lot of Patagonia, but the southernmost part. It's also where Maipe comes from. Just as a fun fact.
I love when taxa are named after a local mythology in a way that's not like completely misrepresenting it.
It's becoming a recent thing, like a frequent thing recently here in Argentina. Obviously not all discoveries will get names after local cultures, but in general, both mythology and culture in general is getting a lot of representation lately.
Slinky 096, welcome to the stream. First time chatter there. Oh my god, finally another paleo artist. Yes, indeed. There are many here actually. We are legion.
At least 2.
There's
Howdy.
a few. Like maybe 5.
Maybe.
5.5.
Who the fuck did we cut in half?
Well, surely there's like 1 or 2 more than 5.
Yeah.
Surely.
Let me pull up my Yash references.
Pleasant Dashi, no, we are not all German. No.
Oh god.
I'm
Save
the
us.
only German here. I am the token German.
I'm
I'm
by
diversity
heritage half German.
Oh my god.
I am a
Kind of a
meat
DEI
Oh my god.
flocking.
And Triano, you is that's the most stereotypical Argentinian thing I've ever heard from you.
I mean,
It's like a
So
DEI
the jokes
flocking.
write themselves.
I am the thing is like it's true. I am literally like by heritage half German. Like the whole my mom's whole side of the family is of German descent.
Incredible.
My dad's side has Spanish and Italian roots.
Yep. Beyond that, we have Americans in chat and Alaskans.
Whoa.
Yo.
Implying that Alaskans are not American. But
I was
I
gonna
mean,
say
you guys are so
Alaskans,
far
not to be
removed. I
confused with
mean-
Americans.
like,
I got mistaken for a Canadian a lot when I went to England in 2009. So
I get that. Yeah. And true. We also have
Yeah,
real Canadians here with Alex, for example. Yeah.
yes,
French Canadians even.
French
The-
Canadian.
Well,
That's
putting
a-
real,
the goddamn war criminals.
I'm French.
putting
Canadian.
real and Canadian in the same sentence doesn't really make sense.
God, Vex, you are
half
also French Canadian?
I'm yeah, my mom's Acadian,
My God.
which is the less cool Quebecois.
I think in my mind there is no such thing as a cool Quebec.
I actually would argue that maybe Acadian is cooler than Quebecois. Maybe.
Oh, that's true. Because Creole people are Acadian, and they're pretty cool. I'd say they're cooler than the Quebecois.
Pleasant
That's technically
Dashi, this is not Triceratops. No. There's no. These are not Triceratops, in fact.
Are you sure?
Triceratops looking a bit weird lately.
I mean,
convinced.
if Kang tries really, really hard, and I mean it's very fragmentary. So
Yeah, we don't have much of the face actually.
yeah, maybe it had a frill and horns. Maybe it was quadrupedal. You know, or it maybe just looked like that and did it all with plumage. Anyway, let's have a look what people drew. Starting with Roadrunner from Hell, who did a piece called Nighttime. Went with a storyboard look. I see. We should turtle here, and our Kank is doing jumpy stuff by the looks of it, or is it standing in a next to watering hole? I'm not quite sure. Very fun. Next, oh my God, Vax, the poor critter, the poor Kank, being eaten. It's infanticide. We have a baby being eaten by. Is it Patagomaya?
It's massive. Yeah, Patagomaya.
Patagomaya,
The largest one I could find.
the biggest mammal. Very nice. Then, Ultralus are coming in with this really atmospheric scene of Kank silhouetted by the evening sun in shallow water. Very cool. Then a pink dino experimenting a little bit with photo bashing here, I see. Fun idea. This has early PC game texture vibes to it.
Truly the heroine of the Cretaceous.
Yeah. Also because the textures in the back are so blocky. Very cool. Then we have Luan, who did little Kank here, hiding in water vegetation and predating on jumping fishies there. Very fun. Nice. Then Gaps. Oh, hi, Gaps. With this awesome little guy. I see you went with a more Buitraptor-like hands here. Very cool. Like loving the coloration, especially on the neck here. Very cool. Reminds me of certain herons. Then Rodent coming in with this cool frontal view. It feels very primate. It's inspired for some reason. Very nice. You might want to check the size of the eyes. I feel like one of them is like substantially larger. Might want to adjust it slightly, but yeah. Oh wait, no, I think I know what you referenced here. Oh God, I don't know how they are called in English. Anyway, moving on. Celulosaurus. Scuffed as flocking. I hate my life. Stop it. We don't do this here. Wait, you did them all already? That's cheating, Celulosaurus. How dare. Damn. And then, Weezman. With this incredible piece. My God. Oh, how to even describe it?
Oh God.
Oh, Walter White.
Yeah, that's
feels even for the smallest Unenlagins. Incredible. Absolute peak. I hope you post this on social media so I can repost it. Damn. Then Saurops with the little warm up here. Very nice. I like the stripe here in front of the eyes. Very fun. Nice stuff indeed. I think I wouldn't make the metatarsals this long. Like the Unenlagins that we have appear to be not as leggy. But yeah, just a minor thing. Next up, Voxen. With this little guy here, there's frontal view, so we can't see how long its snoot is. I think I would make the feet a little bit smaller, but otherwise very, very nice. Then we have a naked Kank by Raven here. Maybe it's molding. Who knows? Who can tell? It's just standing here, realizing it's in the early 2000s. Very nice. Eam Cypress here with Starry Night. Very cool. Love this very expressionist take. Nicely done. Then Fit Audax, also a long time no see. Beautifully done. as usual, loves the very simplistic, very pleasant shapes and stuff. Very cool, the very simple minimalist background and stuff. Nice. Then Alex coming in with her name's Filipina. Oh my god. I see what you did there. Yeah. Very nice Kunk. Happy Tackle then with little lag in here at a creek, looking for stuff to pick up, or maybe just standing there looking at the sky. Very cool. Loving the scenery. Then new person. Utachium. Welcome. I was too focused on the hat. That happens. I think I would make the hat overall a little larger proportion to the rest of the body. In the moment, the proportions are more like similar to Troodontids. Unenlagins have pretty large heads, though, like over half the length of the torso, based on the better specimens we have. They appear to be quite long-snooted, large-headed. But yeah, no. Otherwise, very nice indeed. Then we have Soap Muncher here, going in with something more stylized, really cool, with a wavy pattern here and stuff, and the bold colors, nicely done. Also, I love what you did with the snoot here, with the pseudo muzzle of the darker coloration towards the tip. That's a cool thing to do. Avi! Everyone coming tonight. Nice. Loving this composition with the reflection and the puddle. That is a great take. Very nice. And there's, of course, Velociraptor would be here for the stream where we finally do Velociraptor. Very cool here with the shadows of large sauropods in the back. Very schnorzy indeed. Then Costco with our little Kunk going after a fish. Snoot first into the water. Very cool. Nice perspective. And we have front half of the body by Octolus. I hope you still give it a full wing. There's no reason to assume these guys would not have full wings, should be said. But yeah, I like the coloration here. Good stuff. Then Hussein with another little portrait here. Very fun. Love the overall shape of the hat. And there's Anteriano going in with a slightly duck-shaped hat. Very nice. I think I would make the tail maybe slightly longer, but otherwise very nice indeed. There is Aberrantologist with, oh my god, it's a Triceratops. Those are Triceratops. Had to be said.
Triceratops.
Good. I feel like you're missing a little bit the primaries there. The wing looks a little bit incomplete, maybe. But yeah, no. Good stuff otherwise. Nice. Okay. Reducing chat size. Oops. Yeah. That was our first Deinonychosaur for tonight.
Last minute sketch.
Oh.
By Fiddlex.
Oh my god, bonus! Yay! Lovely.
Honestly, I really like that.
Basking pose. Very nice. Yes. That's good stuff. Okay, next on our list for tonight is, of course, the beautiful Velociraptor. Finally. From one Deinonychosaur to the next. Took us only a few years to get here.
Finally time.
Okay, Velociraptor, of course. Well-known taxon, Anteriano shush. Also, wait, what is that? Ooh, carnivore and stuff. Okay. New paper just dropped.
Yes, Golopithecus, we are doing all Humaniraptorans.
We are only doing feathery stuff tonight. Indeed. There's quite a few skeletal drawings of Velociraptor. I am not familiar enough to say which one is the best. There's even like several ones by Scott Hartman. So take which one you prefer. Velociraptor famously from the late Cretaceous of Mongolia, if it is Campanian or Maastrichtian, still up in the air in the moment. But yeah, we have quite a few specimens. At this point, more than one species, and I think there's even more on the way. Quite a few specimens, some of them really well preserved. Famously, there's this one specimen where you see Protoceratops and Velociraptor in a fight. Yeah, we have a pretty good understanding of its anatomy. We also know that it was feathered because we have quill knobs, like marks on the bones that show us that there were wing feathers present on this guy. Let me see if I find a good multi-view drawing of the skull. There we go. Jamie Heeden provides in this case. But yeah, the skull is pretty slim. As you can see here, the snout specifically is really slender. Even with soft tissue on top, this thing would not be the brick-headed creature of Jurassic Park. It should be said that also Deinonychus was never the brick-headed creature of Jurassic Park. But yeah, around 2 meters long animal.
Also not as big as in Jurassic Park, and probably couldn't open doors.
I mean, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they would be able to open doors. Like the ability to open doors has been like is often like portrayed as like a really sign of higher intelligence. But then you look at animals that are nowadays able to open doors, and it's like it's not that unusual. We have a cat that opens doors.
Yeah, fair.
And like cats,
the doors that they
I wouldn't say like cats are dumb, but they're usually not like on the list of most intelligent animals. Like they usually don't like pass the mirror test.
Yeah, like the doors
talk about that scene like
the door that they open in Jurassic Park is like a very standard door where you just need to apply pressure.
It's just a handle, yeah. One of our cats like jumps up to the door handle and opens them so he can come inside into my room and pester me for snacks. Like, honestly, I would love to see that in a Jurassic World film at some point. Like, a small dinosaur opens a door and comes in, and kids are inside, and it just wants to like annoy them for snacks. Nothing nefarious going on.
Like people talk about that scene like the Velociraptor picked the lock, like it just pushed down a little.
Yeah. It's it should be said like this was in the 90s when like animal cognition research was like just beginning really. And even today we only have like a rough understanding of it all. I mean, we have still no understanding what consciousness, for example, is. What makes a creature self-aware, and neurology is a massive field. But yeah, you can also see in what Hussein posts there, the 3D skeletal, how big the sclerotic ring, the bony ring in the eye, would be. I think we have like several specimens where this is preserved. There has been a paper that proposes that Velociraptor would be nocturnal based on how slim and large the sclerotic rim is. There has been follow-up papers that criticize the way this was determined, but I think it is relatively safe to assume that Velociraptor was able to be nocturnal.
I mean, when in doubt, I think the safer option might be cathemeral, so like dawn or dusk.
That is certainly possible. I mean, I think nocturnal is quite plausible for it to be because it's living in a desert. Like the most efficient way to hunt in a desert is not during the day when the sun is like cooking you alive. But yeah, it's I think reasonable. Nicely also shown in Prehistoric Planet season 2, where another Velociraptorine is like hunting at night, and where it's nicely contrasted actually with Oviraptorosaurs that have famously small sclerotic rings that are relatively thick, most likely indicating that these guys were active during day, unless they had like other senses that they used more frequently. But yeah, one reason, for example, that the study about the sclerotic rings cannot be 100% true is because it was also proposed for Microraptor to be nocturnal. However, we know Microraptor's plumage was iridescent, and that only works during daylight. So maybe Microraptor just was active during day and night. But yeah, iridescence is usually something you see in birds that are active during day. Okay. Anything else to say about Velociraptor?
Alex,
or any questions about Velociraptor?
Alex, I don't think Oviraptorosaurs would have been echolocating. No.
That is unlikely. Also, maybe they had melons on these big.
Oh god!
These big crests were just anchoring melons, and or we are like chambers for creating sounds. I mean, I'm pretty sure that these crests were helping with vocalization, but big crest anchored bad noses. Oh god, yeah. But what Alex posts there, like, look at this python opening a door. Like,
I love how
usually pythons are not regarded as smart animals, and yet, like, opening doors is honestly for many animals a razor low bar. It is sometimes a little bit hard to say, like, if they do it intentionally or not, but if it's like repeated, I think it is relatively safe to assume that there is intent behind actions like that. Okay. Also, Pleasant Dashi, you are invited to draw with us. These are flocking streams, how they are called. Flocking Together is a format here we have every Friday. And what usually happens here, we have a poll on Discord where people leave suggestions. I put them into a poll, and then people vote on it, and the foremost picked creatures are then drawn on stream by everyone who wants to join in. And each one of these is drawn within 20 minutes. each. And if you want, afterwards, you can post your results on Discord, and I have a quick look at them and a few words on it. Yeah, that's how we do. But yeah, too much rambling about Velociraptor already. Let's get this over with. Velociraptor. Finally, being done on stream. In 1, 2, 3, go.
I wanted to say earlier, but I think the biggest issue with the echolocating Oviraptorus thing is that we like the terrestrial mammals that we do have that echolocate. So like the terrestrial animals we have that echolocate. So like bats and tenrecs, they don't use big structures like dolphins do to detect sound waves. Like tenrecs, they click their tongues and then they pick it up in their jawbones when it bounces back, and bats either do it through their larynx or their nose, and they'll pick it up in the right area.
Yeah. On top of that, if there was like echolocation going on, we would have probably noticed that at this point in an Oviraptor's house, because the inner ear would be super developed.
Yeah.
Yeah, or like the or like the ears would be super asymmetrical and stuff like that, similar to owls and so on.
Yeah. Yeah, animals that echolocate have like they have very noticeable structures that tell you that they echolocate. Those skulls are very weird.
The Oviraptorus or crests were actually used to amplify their psionic abilities.
This is true. I believe it.
Now that's an idea for a Pokemon.
The P word.
And Giano, you are not safe.
Yes, Alex, they're not mammals, but they're not flying.
But they are also terrestrial creatures, Alex.
Yeah.
There's very similar things applying to them.
Actually, when you become a mammal, all of your bones they change function. You can't do anything you did when you were a reptile.
I love the implication that becoming a mammal is a thing you can do.
I mean, yeah. Haven't you seen a werewolf?
It's a choice we all make, Chariano.
It's a deeply personal choice.
Before?
Have I not seen what?
It's similar to the choice of being like an Autobot or Decepticon.
Have you not seen a werewolf?
I mean,
that's how it happens. That's how you turn into a mammal.
But
I hope American ones don't come to London.
But werewolves are mammals that turn to other mammals. That's not becoming a mammal.
You first have to be bitten by a mammal to turn into one.
Well, I've been bitten a bunch already.
Same. That's why I'm a mammal.
One time I was walking down the street and a fucking dog that was not loose, but was like the people on that specific house were going out. So the dog darted out of the house directly to bite my ankle.
Fuck.
Truly traumatizing experience.
In Germany, that dog would be dead already.
You could say you were walking with beasts.
Also, I jest. The dog would not be dead over here. We protect dogs oftentimes better than humans.
You have a dog in Germany. Just kill it. Doesn't have to do anything. So cruel.
Might be making this guy a bit too gracile.
That is possible.
I'm cheating and just doing a portrait today. My hand's a little cramped today because I've been working on commissions all week.
That is fair. I've been warming up earlier already with working on this piece here, which is for very last minute commission for a museum. They want a backdrop for a little diorama. I say little.
Nice,
the thing will be printed over 3 meters long. But
Awesome.
I told them like they wanted like a river scene with a hippo and stuff, like Pleistocene, warm, and so on. But I was like, guys, I do not have the time to make like a summer river scene or anything. If I do this, it needs to be in the winter. It needs to have snow. Like either go with something like really Ice Agey, or like one of the last hippos basically here in Europe that might have seen a little bit more snow. I do not have the time to do like a nice complex summer scene with all the vegetation and stuff. Snow is easy. You just do different shades of white.
Some blue mixed in, yeah.
A little bit of blues, a little bit of reds, like for the warmer lights and stuff here. But overall, everything is like smoothed out. So a surprising amount of colors that can go into snow, but it's still at the end of the day less complex than doing a wildflower meadow.
Oh my
Time
god, I'm
12 minutes 50 seconds.
12 minutes. Okay, I can at least get most of this.
Is
Thank God.
Is the next drawing the in underneath, or is it the regular bird?
Yes, we are. The King Kong bird is the last.
Had we done Kank second and Velociraptor first, we could have, depending on who you ask, gone from less bird to more bird.
True.
As the stream went on.
We could have done that.
But the position of Unalagids or Unalagins is disputed, so
yeah,
not certain.
Oh,
kind of really happy that we got the last set because it's in a good formation. It was at least contemporary before. It's the one that has my favorite unnamed species. My favorite unnamed specimen. But I don't think we'll ever get a proper name.
Well, what is it?
It's the I might be pronouncing this wrong, but it's the Gulizar skull, which is it's definitely a Metatherium, possible Sparacidons.
Oh, that thing.
And
why would it never
it
be
has
published?
been I don't know because it's been described.
Oh.
Like they like published all the measurements for it. They just didn't name it.
Oh.
So it's still only known as the Gulizar skull. Gurlinsar skull. So I don't think it's going to be named until they find something else that they can reasonably lump it in with.
Nine minutes, 50 seconds. Oh, let's give this guy orange glowing eyes like a hyena.
Exopariah.
I mean, yes.
When my ex is a pariah? Oh.
German humor, ladies and gentlemen.
I studied many years for making puns like these.
time looking like?
5 minutes. I'm quite happy with this so far. Also, night pieces are always a breeze, comparatively.
Mm.
Three minutes. Also, Vex, what are you doing? This
What?
weird noises coming through from your end.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I don't know I don't know what's happening. Maybe it's a fan in my room. Hold on.
Oh, that
me adjust.
might be it. It's the Miguel syndrome.
Yeah, sorry, my
yeah,
bad.
that was it. I mean, don't worry about it. Don't turn it off if you are like at risk of dying of heat. Honestly, I should crank a window.
Stag crank a window. Like, yeah, it's been hot here recently, but it's been cooling off today at least.
Yeah, same here. Tons of rain.
We're here. We have been having a lot of fog in the mornings.
Ooh. Oh, we could have talked about that earlier with Kang, actually. I remember at least one paper mentioning that the Chirillo/Dorothea formation might preserve something like a fog forest. Not sure what the status on that is these days.
I mean, looking at from the little glancing I did at the wiki page, that seems plausible with the temperature range, and seems like it was a very humid environment.
Yeah. But also, fog forests need like very particular conditions to form. So.
Oh.
I would really like to see more on that, but it's a fascinating possibility because I know of no other like fossil, like fossil record of fog forests. It was one of the reasons why I put it on the wheel, with the hope that this might hold up. For 40 seconds.
Oh God, it's Jover. I think I did the neck a bit too long. Too late to fix that now.
Ah, there we go. Time to post. Time to post the speed thieves. That's actually a little highlight on the claws. Yeah, go.
I did not get the color mark. Fascinating photo bashing happening this week.
Pleasant Dashi. My name is Joshua or just Josh for most people here. But yeah, don't worry if you don't finish. Ad is totally fine.
You can also call him John Paleo Artist.
Is that George Cooper?
Only if you want to be respectful, though, which nobody wants to be.
Is George
I mean, no.
Cooper here?
If you want to be respectful, that's Bingus Joshua Ganumba.
It's George Cooper.
George Cooper.
That is not my name, Everentologist, and you know it.
No, they're in stream materials. It's George Cooper.
Owl of Tenses, yes,
I
yes.
see.
Unfortunately,
I
you
see
just
now.
came in as we finished with Velociraptor.
It's actually George Cooper. That's crazy.
What is going on in stream materials?
Hot damn.
Oh no!
That's him.
What has happened?
Oh.
So, crab game afterwards?
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah.
And Triano, do you
So-
have it now too?
Huh?
Do you have it now too?
It's
I mean,
free.
no, but isn't it
Has it?
free?
It is free indeed.
It's free.
Yeah, you can just download it in a bit.
You can. Me when I life bad, but I remember crab game free. Hoo
Oh my god.
That was
Ah.
an epic meme.
This is why they banned humor in Germany, by the way.
Dang.
Barriox is also finished with Nomidoserium. Excellent, excellent. And is asking for another animal to be drawn by them.
Laracornis.
Funny critter.
Thylacospilus.
Thylacospilus is good. Do it as Cynodont.
Oh,
Specifically, not Placerias, because everyone and their mom knows Placerias.
I don't think I know those
Endotheodon. Endotheodon and its telescope parietal eye. That apparently is sexual dimorphic, apparently. Fun how that works. I should open my stuff here on the side. And I should post in stream gallery. Oh. I love tennis. I'm so sorry. But this will not be the last time we do crap game. That much is sure.
I like it.
Oh, sorry, Raven.
Oh, sorry. I said I like how we're basically painting different chickens tonight.
Yes. So many. Look at all these chickens. I'm quickly going to the toilet, and then we're looking at what people posted. Woohoo.
I still have to post. Don't tell Josh.
I'm gonna tell the teacher, and you're gonna get in trouble.
Gonna tell Big T, and you're gonna get in trouble.
They're gonna take your star down and enter.
I legit thought you were going to say something about Triple T.
Triple T is gonna take your star down and throw.
I'm gonna call Triple T on you and Trariana. You're gonna get in trouble. I'm gonna call Big T on
you. He's gonna take your star off the board.
We didn't have those kind of things here.
You didn't have a star board. How would you know you're being good if you didn't have a star board?
Actually, don't know how we manage.
Dang.
I might actually be making one of the worst Yes shrines ever devised.
That's so far to clear, actually. Well, not tough, but like there are a lot of them.
Yeah, there are a lot of them, but I think, hold on, I'm gonna finish the hair and then partially and then post the second work in progress. It other stock back, but it's kind of ooh. Where's that beer? The other talk backs. Oh, the
I'm not even sure what I'm looking at. Like I know it's
Sync Dog.
What?
Sync Dog is back.
Sync Dog is back.
Sync Dog. What the actual fuck?
They're trying to cancel Sync Dog.
Gen Z is trying to cancel Sync Dog. They're hating on Sync Dog, even though it's beautiful.
Is that like an up dog?
What's up, dog?
Not much. What's up with you?
Beautiful.
It says up dog on the ceiling.
I don't know. The Sync Dog just like speaks to me. There's something. It's like absurd. It's so absurd. Anyways,
oh boy, we got raided. Well,
oh,
I hope this didn't happen just as I went away. Oh, hello.
No, it just happened.
Welcome. Syrups, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the raid. And yeah, let us know what you guys were doing over there. We over here are drawing dinosaurs. It's all dinosaurs tonight. Although some are more birds than others. We just ended with drawing Velociraptor, and I was about to look at what other people were drawing, what other Velociraptors were people drawing, and yeah. Yes, dinosaurs. We're doing them all here on Palestream. Why is chat not showing? There we go. Oh. Okay. Floop. Time to increase. And let's have a look what people posted. Dingus doors? What do you mean fossilized? Anyway. Fit Audax starting here with something that is not quite finished yet because they had to dip early. Sad is sad. But we have a beautiful little charming Velociraptor snapping off the tail of a lizard here. Very cool. I love the striped pants you gave it. Very nice. Mr. Pants, yes. I hope you finish it afterwards when you return. Next up, Bronto. With this incredible Velociraptor. What a beautiful creature. It feels like straight out of Ohm's Spino. Although, I have to say, because the way you did the feathering, it looks a little bit like its snout is actually a big object that it holds in its mouth. Like it's swallowing a big Oviraptorosaur egg. Very nice. Okay, next up, Hussein with this Velociraptor on a big branch. Very cool, loving the perspective. I think the wings could have been a little bit larger, but yeah, no. Very nice here, the pose and stuff. Also nice contrast with a bluish grays of the skin and then the browns there. Yeah. Then we have a portrait. Oh my god. Portrait by Raven. This is the smartest raptor I've ever seen. This must have been Albert Einstein of Dromaeosaurs. Incredible. Those complex mathematics. What a goober. Then Roadrunner from Hell. Doing a flag design with Velociraptor here. Very nice. This is the most communist Velociraptor I've ever seen. And there is Vax. Again with the mammal eating. More infanticide. But also, wait, where is the baby Velociraptor?
It's in the mount. It's like positioned. It's positioned between the cage. I didn't get like colors down because I was trying to figure out the posing.
I thought first it was the tongue here. I feel like you might have made it a little bit small because even the largest mammal from Mongolia is like still small, and I don't think Velociraptor babies were that tiny.
Yeah, I'll probably.
I think you can fill its mouth quite nicely.
Yeah.
But nice mammal. Anyway, next up, rodent. With this beautiful little night scene here with Velociraptor crossing the dunes. Excellent. And we have another photo bashing attempt by Pink Dino. Look at this beautiful creature. I'm a big fan of these grass textures you employed here all around it.
I think this is truly an amazing and unexplored art.
Yeah.
Here.
No, I can see parts of monitor lizard. I think crocodile monitor lizard in here. What actually did you use for the tail? Is that a primate tail? Then guinea fowl for the
No,
tail
that's a
fan.
woolly freaking caterpillar. Oh my god.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, fascinating. Anyway, next up, Pleasant Dashi. Ooh, hello. Oh, you have been here for a while apparently. First time join us up. With this red and blue baby. At least it is very baby coded. The way you proportioned it. Very nice. I recommend giving it some primaries in Dromaeosaurs, in case you are not aware. The biggest feathers are coming from the second or the middle finger of the hand. So you have your thumb, basically, then the largest finger in the hand, where all the large wing feathers are connected, and then the third, a little bit smaller one behind that was probably not visible from the outside most of the time. But yeah, very very charming little fella. Then, actually similar shape language here by Utah Chium with this incredible crested burp, a little terror burp, you might say, or speed thief bird. Who knows? Loving the pattern here, very nice. Also the blue of the eyes. On topic of the eyes, I think you can make them a little bit larger. As mentioned earlier, the sclerotic ring of Velociraptor is quite large, and the inner diameter of a sclerotic ring is usually corresponding to the visible size of the eye. It's not like the eye size of the eyeball, that is basically the outer diameter, but the inner ones, that's what you actually see of it in the living animal. Like rule of thumb. It's not super precise, but it's good rough guide to follow. Who are you again? Oh, it's Sora. Changing name again, I see. Sora with a frontal view Velociraptor here with a bold head. Super cursed looking. My god, with a blue skin and glowing eyes, but very beautiful. Sorry. Very nice indeed. And then we have Wieswain with this Velociraptor feeding its young in the nest. Nice. With something lizardy, I would say. I love the overall tones and composition of this piece. The very messy nest and stuff. Excellent work. And then, Soap Monster coming in with a little animation of Velociraptor jumping at the camera. Very cool. Loving that a lot. I think I would maybe make the claws a little bit more visible when it's jumping forward. But yeah. Very nice indeed. Good stuff. Then Sorops with this portrait. Clearly inspired by Secretary Birds, I would say. And maybe a little bit of Seriamus in there. Oh, wait, no.
Yeah,
Described as a brave and mighty. I should have read overhead here. Guria Cuckoo. Yeah, I can see it. Nice. Very friendly looking, I have to say. Then, Alex with another portrait here, going into black and white study, I see. Very nice. I like what you did here with the eyebrows. That's very nice. Many people forget that these guys probably had relatively pronounced eyebrows just based on the skull structure. There's few dinosaurs where you can immediately see it, but most dinosaurs probably had like somewhat of an eyebrow. Maybe with the exception of Spinosaurus, as usual, because Spinosaurus has orbits like a hippo. And nobody's talking about that. There's been several papers where the orbit is shown and like nobody takes it into account. No documentary either. I somewhat wish I was asked to design the Spinosaurus for Surviving Earth. Alas, that fell into to Gabriel, which is no shade on Gabriel's design. I just think would have been cool to see the orbital rim as it is in the fossil. Next up, Eam Cypress with Evening Song, this little piece here. I like that some people here going for the Vulturine look on this. I'm not sure how likely this is, because apparently the lack of plumage in vultures on the head is largely due to thermoregulatory reasons, that they don't overheat up in the air when gliding for hours up there, where there's of course no shade really to get, and the rest of their body needs to be covered in feathers for aerodynamic reasons. So they use that to cool off up there, and it helps with personal hygiene, of course, when burrowing into a carcass. But I think it's mostly believed these days to be because of that. But yeah, I quite like how this looks. I love the gnarly branch it's sitting off on. That is always cool. Thank you, Roadrunner from Hell, for the update. Then Captain Trululu with this little guy jumping over the dunes. I love the shooting star here in front of the moon. Although I don't think you would see its tail in front of the moon, unless this is not actually shooting star we're looking at. But yeah, no, lovely composition. Cypher Park with this Velociraptor approaching a juvenile Protoceratops, I would assume. Very nice. Velociraptor versus Coughing Baby. Yes, excellent. And then Costco with a little portrait of Velociraptor. Velocipastor, no, don't. You could have given it a cross in the plumage, not giving it a head. Okay. I think the skull shape isn't quite there when you look at the skull drawing here of Scott Hartman. You see that the lower jaw and the overall structure of the head is like slightly curved upward, just the tiniest bit. At least like the lower jaw is like curving slightly upward, and the skull roof in front of the eyes is also concave. So yeah, something to keep in mind. But nicely shaded and stuff. I love the glowing eyes. Good stuff. Avi with these. This bunch of little guys sitting on some rocks. I love the colors here. Maybe inspired by certain cats. Very, very cool. I hope you do a little bit more with it. Of course, it looks like it's a little bit more complex scene, so no surprise that it's not quite finished yet. But yeah, this shapes up to be a beautiful little piece. Ultra Loser. With this lovely Velociraptor on some rocks in the sun. Yeah, no notes here. Very cool indeed. And there's Anteriano with little Velociraptor just standing there, realizing, or whatever it's doing. I think the head could be a little bit larger, considering the perspective. I think like the head of Velociraptor is like roughly half the length of the torso. Let me actually measure here from my screen. Yeah, roughly.
Yeah.
So it's relatively sizable, and it would be even more pronounced, of course, from in this frontal view where the torso is more foreshortened. But yeah, no. Otherwise, looks pretty good. Then Velociraptor doing Velociraptor. Oh my god. With a moon in the background. Very cool. I think I would make the wings a little bit more pronounced. Like especially like on the second finger, like the wool primary shebang we talked about earlier. But yeah, no. Very nice. Again, loving the glowing eyes. And there's Octolus with another version here, same pose as earlier with Kank. Inspired by Egyptian vultures. Yeah, I can see that. I love the ruffled feathers on the neck here and the largely bare snoot. That's very nice indeed. Again, I would say like the primaries would need to be more pronounced here. Remember, they would maybe not go all the way down to the tip of the finger based on certain fossils, but they would cover large portions of it, so they would come off that. Yeah, I think there's some guides online. Okay, and then, Gaps needs to go, apparently. See you, Gaps, and thank you for bringing us this beautiful little sketch. Not quite finished yet, but I love where this is going. Already loving the greenish shades you actually used here for it. That is looking very cool. Like it gives a feeling of being photographed from afar, somewhat with like the haze of distance being picked up through this. Yeah, no, that is very cool indeed. Happy Tackle then with this Velociraptor hunting at night after a little lizard. I love the spotlight here and the gnarly branch and stuff and the pose of it all. Very cool composition. Well done. There is Voxon with this slightly hyena-looking Velociraptor interpretation. Very fun. It looks like it's laughing. I think the hands are a little bit large, maybe. Despite the perspective you go for here, it's a little bit too exaggerated, I would say. I struggled with the arms. Yeah, the arms are a little bit hard to do. It took me years to realize how it all works. Don't worry. You're getting there eventually. But yeah, nice stuff. Oh, a little more rendering and coloring by Cypress here. Good. And there is a finished portrait by Alex. Nice. Oh, and retap. Is that Sleepy T-Rex? It is Sleepy T-Rex. I was about to say. They call me the quickest doodler in the West. Slept in again. My God. Also, Petite isn't here. Or is Petite here by now? Petite is
I
not.
think she had an appointment.
No, Petite has an appointment, yes. But I think that was later. Like several hours later.
Cool.
Unless... I think she wanted to join. No, although it might be better for her to get some more sleep. Yeah. No, she should get some more sleep. Okay, and there is with like slit pupils. Nice. Here by Aberrantologist. I love how sleek the design is overall. Very cool. Nicely done. I think I would make the lower jaw slightly deeper, considering there would be some soft tissue on there. At least in the ones with the open mouth here. But yeah. Nice. And also Kank by Sleepy T-Rex here. Very cool. Love the pose. Oh, and now it's Bobblehead.
Yeah, might have gone a bit
slightly too much. Maybe just making it slightly slimmer. Who knows? I'm not 100% certain. But it looks better already. Floop. Okay. Reducing chat size and swooming out. Again, that brings us to subject number 3 for tonight, which is a new bird that was described just a few days ago. Pluma Draco, which is an Enantionidae.
You could say it's the word.
The bird is a word?
Never.
Have you heard?
It's never the word.
It might be.
More importantly, is it the biggest bird? Which it apparently is not. No, it's a relatively small guy. I actually scaled it to see if it would fit on our pocket prehistory template, but no, it's too large. It's like what, 30 centimeters long, maybe. Let me see. I think the Wikipedia image. Yeah, that's high detail. Is it small enough for? Yes, small enough for Discord indeed. Yes. Plumar Draco is an enantiornithine. It's a group of birds that oftentimes still retained teeth, as you can indeed see in this new genus here, and also wing claws. Also famously, many of them had elongated tail feathers and not that much else in terms of tail, which is interesting because many people usually assume that intensive tail fan is important for good flight, but these guys just did it without it. Funny how that goes. They just were built different. Enantiornithines means opposite birds, and for the most part of the Mesozoic, they were the most common and most successful group of birds we actually have in the fossil record. And they unfortunately did not make it over the KPG boundary, unless you are in Lemuria, of course.
Lemuria reference?
Lemuria reference? Yeah, this guy. This guy is, as said, described just a few days ago, and it is so far the enantiornithine with, I think, the longest preserved complete tail feathers. There is, from the top of my head, another enantiornithine that has long preserved tail feathers. Unfortunately, in that case, they are not complete, so we are not sure how long they really were. But yeah, this guy, I guess tail feathers are twice as long as its body. We also have the 3D structure of these feathers preserved to some degree, which is interesting because they reveal that I just saw the figure here. Where is it? Ah, wait, no, there's a paper. I'm just taking the paper. That's easier. Shown structure not too dissimilar from some other modern day birds, at least in terms of function. Like the most of the feather would probably be relatively stiff, and towards the end it would be more flexible. So they would potentially be able to use them very effectively in displays, like waving them around, and the tips would wave even more, and so on. But they wouldn't be super floppy, so they would still be good for stabilization and stuff like that to some extent. Let me also open that here. Oops, that's a larger one. Oh, that's not. Now it's scaled correctly. Okay. Yeah, super interesting little critter. It is known from the early Cretaceous of the Jiufen Formation, which is a super diverse assemblage that we know a lot about at this point. It's part of the Jehol biota. We have tons of pterosaurs from here, like Myliphilong, Cynopterus, and stuff like that. A lot of other birds, like a huge list of them at this point. Then dinosaurs like Microraptor from here, Wulong, another Microraptorine, and some basal tyrannosaurs like Cynotyrannus, or Raptorosaurs like Simicaudipteryx. Yeah, very, very cool stuff from here. All of that stuff was preserved in lakes that filled with volcanic ash, and was also home of some small fish and even lampreys we have from here. From the ornithischians, we also have Psittacosaurus and Ankylosaurs. Yeah, fun stuff. And we still get like up to this day, like nearly every year, new species. Oh, see you, Pleasant Dashi. Okay, I don't think we have colors preserved for this guy. Actually, I didn't check when this paper came out. Mela. Oh wait, no, there's something here. These results are 30% of darker pigments, wings. Ooh, evidence of pheomelanin pigments. Ooh, okay. So we have some coloration here. Okay, let's read this quickly. Indicating the presence of phases differ from interest. Okay, so overall we have like the presence of melanin throughout the whole thing, but specifically the wings and the body, so the torso, are apparently also covered in pheomelanin that would most likely result in reddish brown colors in that area. So wings and torso were probably reddish brown. The rest dark. I know the press release artwork gives it iridescence to the head, but I don't think we have evidence for that. I mean, pheomelanin also can be reddish or yellowish, I think. That's what they go in here for the wing, for the tail. So I don't think we have. Signal for when this pair was in high levels. It's not detected. Okay. Maybe they go more into detail in other parts of the supplementary paper, material, but yeah, I think we are good. Dyer, yes, we are doing Pluma Draco. And yeah, as Petite, oh my god, there's Petite, said the guy here has a 5 centimeter scale bar. So yeah, around 30 centimeters, I would say, roughly. I mean, little guy, 30 centimeters is like medium-sized for a bird, I would say. Thank you, Petite. Very cool. Very, very, very cool indeed. Yes. Yes. Okay. Yep, I think that's all we can say for this guy for now. As mentioned, the guy would have little teeth still. Coloration is only partially known, or yep, at least for the specimen. You should remember it's potentially sexual dimorphism we are looking at here. So, yep. Side pressure, the question of like feathered dinosaurs in hotter climates is like a topic of many discussions. I think that some amount of feather covering is still certainly plausible, even for larger specimens. I know not everyone agrees with that, but I also feel like way too many people like have the overheating of critters, like overestimating that way too much. Honestly, like we see in so many modern day animals, animals just being fine and doing it.
Also, we have to keep in mind insulation can go both ways.
That too.
So
Yeah.
Perhaps the feathering helped them actually keep cool.
Yeah, but also feathers are an excellent or like in general like a plumage, no matter how derived it is an excellent protection against UV rays.
Yep.
But yeah, let us just jump in, I would say, with Puma Draco. Wait, was it Puma Draco or Dracon?
Pluma Draco.
Pluma Draco,
Without an
okay.
N.
Before I say something wrong. Third birdie creature. Tonight, let us start in 1, 2, 3, go.
Honestly, really nice figures in the paper.
Yeah, no, like the paper is excellently figured.
Let me remove Stinky Ash and start on my artwork.
Yes, Sleepy T-Rex, we are doing all stem birds. Well, stem birds, that's not a very useful term. We are doing all Humaniraptorans. Technically, all dinosaurs are stem birds.
Yep. I think this is calling for an vertical format, actually.
Ooh. 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 Ooh.
How funny that early in this morning we were talking about birds in general chat.
That's true. Hashtag birds.
Hashtag, I don't know.
There we go. Wavy tips.
These things could probably perch just fine, right?
Yeah. They have a pronounced hallux. "14 minutes left." Imagine these guys just sitting still on a branch and waving their tips to attract females. Maybe producing some sound on the side.
Time check.
11 minutes.
I wonder if any enantiornithines evolved like songbird-like vocal apparatuses.
Hard to say, yeah. I might also do a more detailed rendition of this on Sunday.
You should.
Not tomorrow though, because tomorrow is birdie formation, or is a Fiddler's Green formation, as birdie most likely is just a group.
Mm.
8 minutes. Do, 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 do. 6 minutes. 6 minutes 40 seconds. Nah, actually, let me not put in the sun rays there. But a little more foliage would be nice. Four minutes. Let's add a few more.
Damn.
One minute.
Oh goodness.
And there we go. Time to post.
Yippee.
The burp.
This might be the word.
Burp.
The bird would like to have a word with you.
True that.
What are those? Are those?
Ah, wait. This also reminds me of a basil dragon I made years ago. Didn't I give it a similar name? Let me quickly check. Like a fossil dragon that I made. Oh no, I called it Miro Long. True, that was it. But it also had like streaming scales, actually.
It was a streamer? Whoa.
It was a streamer. Also a very early adapter of streaming technology. What was it? Miocene age, yeah. It was actually from Shanwang.
I guess it's a paleo stream of some sort.
Did it play Minecraft?
Oh, it played all the crafts.
Did it play Crab Game? Ooh. Yash, you made yours so shapely.
Shape. I mean, it's a bird. It tries to be sexy.
Freaky. These birds are freaky. Can't do that on stream.
I mean, when you think about it, all birds are freaky.
Maybe.
Ricardo, pterosaurs also belong to stem birds. I'm sorry, it's all still in German. My fucking. Oh wait, when I hover over it, I can see it in its original language. What the fuck?
Amazing.
YouTube, I don't want to have this stuff. Where can I turn it off? But yes, Ricardo, if you, in the widest sense, pterosaurs are also stem birds, yes.
Yeah, but it is yeah, anything closer to birds than to crocodiles is a stem bird.
Heliocrator is my favorite stem bird.
Yeah. I'm just looking through my old Dragon folder here again. I have to do more stuff with them. When did I post my redesign of Ribeiro Cursor? That was 24. Oh boy. It's been a while.
Been a while.
And enjoy doing these a lot. Just need to find time. Not just time itself to make these pieces, but also like get into the mindset for the project. Okay. Chat increase. Let's have a look what people posted. Where's the beginning? Ah, there. Starting with Vax. Ooh, the little portrait of our beautiful little Pluma Draco, which shows nicely that it's indeed not beaked. It has a little snoot. What a goober. Nice. Then we have Velociraptor with this little guy sitting on a branch here. Very cool. I think you can make the tail feathers even longer, like not much, but just a little bit. Very cool indeed. Then Roadrunner from Hell with some speculative eye spot feathers to defend against predators. Yeah. We know. It is speculative, but I think it's rather unlikely because the specimen we have is so fucking well preserved. If something was in here, we would probably see it. It's like the plumage is really nicely preserved, as well as the skeleton. So yeah, unfortunately, very unlikely. Then Raven with this little goober, very cool. Love the pose and coloration you gave it. I think the feathers here, I think they should be a little bit slimmer, like because of the dark outline of in the fossil. It looks a little bit like the feathers were quite thick, but actually they were rather thin. It's just the outline from the prep. I
thought I was looking at the rightness. The is that what you call that middle?
That's like the feather vein, and yeah, no, it's
yes.
In my version here too, I might have made them slightly too thick still, but yeah, they are quite thin. Yeah.
Very good.
Okay, Pink Dino messed up the wing orientation. That happens. With another beautiful attempt.
Please keep doing this, please.
Yeah. Attempt at photo bashing again. I think the biggest highlight here is the background tiles. It's like
the really stretched branch.
Incredible stuff. Then we have Captain Trululu going with this evening piece here with these really nice clouds here. I love that. And then you have like the very silhouetted Pluma Draco on the branch, like going after, I suspect, a Calligramid here. Little mammals by the looks of it sitting up there. I would think that at least it looks like they have little ears. Unless I'm misinterpreting that. But yeah, no, really, really cool. Then Utah Geom with a little guy here sitting on the branch. I think it's a little bit too red. Then again, we might only have like part of the coloration preserved. Unfortunately, it's usually only melanin and melanin-like pigments that are preserved, and we are missing like part of it. Angry Bird inspired. I see. Yeah. Like with Raven, I would say the tail feathers can be quite a bit thinner. I should have maybe mentioned that earlier. That what you see here in the fossil from afar, that's not how thick they are. But yeah. Then Sleepy T-Rex with Sinotyrannus here and Pluma Draco on its snoot, shitting all over the place. Excellent. 10 out of 10. Very nice indeed. Then Soap Muncher with a little guy here sitting on a branch. Very cool indeed. I love the whisker like feathers here on the snout, similar to like corvids a little bit. Very cool. Then Eam Cypress. Ooh, I really like the colors you went for here with this blue in the background and then the golden yellows and stuff. Really nice. But also with the bird and the gradient you have over the body here. Very cool. Like as I said with other people here, the feathers could be thinner and a little bit longer actually here. As mentioned, like 2 times the length of the body basically. Actually, let me measure here exactly. Actually, a little bit longer than 2 times the length of the body. So yeah, very long feathers. But yeah, loving also the darker tip of the snoot and stuff. Very beautiful. Oh, Sora made a little update here to the Velociraptor. Very cool. Nice. And we have Avi with 2 of them here being gay, doing crimes on a dead tree. And I love that you added here the traces of beetle larvae left behind on the wood. That the stuff that you usually just see under the bark. Really nice detail. Loving that. Excellent stuff. I have to incorporate stuff like that more as well. Sorops doing a life-sized one here, being held by human hands. Very nice. I don't think I would make like the front here white based on what we have in the fossil, but it looks very cool nonetheless. I think the thickness of the feathers here is okay, but I again would make them slightly longer, just a smidge. Then we have an adolescent by Alex here. Very cool. I love the tiny tail feathers just beginning to sprout there. Very cool. Honestly, these feathers are probably a really good indicator that these guys did not sit on the nest. Like it's really hard to sit with something like this on the nest. Like at least the males. Like that, usually, that's a feature that doesn't come in male birds unless they are like very much removed from raising the young. Okay, then Dyer with there's a Sinotyrannus off screen. Nice. With our little Pluma Draco here flying away, screaming from the top of its lungs. Very nice. I love the little teeth you see inside the mouth. I think I would make the feathers, the long tail feathers, a little bit more thinner, a little bit more like organized. When you look at the fossil, they are very tightly and very neatly organized, these things. Also with a very, very wide and rigid feather vein for the, I think, first 2/3 also. So yeah, there wasn't that much that could actually like ruffle up on most of the feather. Then Andriano with 2 of these little guys, one flying away, one sitting there. Very cool. Oh, look at these wavy tips. Nice. Very, very cool piece indeed. Loves the perspective on the wing here. Excellent work. Then Voxen.
Thanks.
With Pluma Draco sitting on a lawn and eating, or a Cretaceous lawn, some sort of ground cover, and eating what I assume are ginkgo nuts. That would be probably like the most common fruit-like stuff you would find in these forests. Very nice. Very cool indeed. The tail feathers a little bit thick, but otherwise, and I think a little bit too flexible at the base here. But yeah. Then, not even going for the tail feathers here, Octulus. Daring today, are we? Or maybe it's a female. Maybe it's a female. We don't know. Nice. And Habitacle with this golden one. Very cool. Again, I think the tail's a little bit too flexible at the end here. Just slightly. Why would they like swing this way? Basically, I didn't think that would look at. I mean, there's no muscles in there, so I would make them. I mean, yeah, maybe show that they are somewhat flexible, but maybe not that much. But yeah, love the coloration and stuff and the composition. Also, I would make them a little bit longer, maybe tail feathers. But yeah, other than that, well done. Cypherpuck. With flying as well as sitting versions here. Very cool, very nice. Also it looks like there's a little lizard on the branch next to it. Very cool. And we have Costco, which the guy just shitting on the ground. The anatomy doesn't quite fit in birds. You made the hind limbs a little bit too dinosaur-like, I would say. Keep in mind in birds the femur, the thigh bone is like usually going straight forward, like it's near parallel to the backbone, and that's why in many birds, like when they are on the ground, it looks like the legs are coming out of the middle of the animal, instead of being like over the hips. That's also the case when they sit down. The legs are quite a bit forward. So like around here when they would sit. But yeah, something to keep in mind. Also, once again, I think the tail feathers are a little bit too flexible. But that's about it, I think. Nice with a little teeth here in its mouth. Very cool. Then, look at that. I was wondering, Petite, if you would do a female. Very nice. Also with a local ginkgo species here. Excellent. Jules will be overjoyed. Very nice. Also with the zigzag pattern here in the branching. Excellent. Then Sora. With yet another version with a little bit of chromatic aberration here on the Velociraptor. Nice. And Soap Muncher with sorry. Yeah. Soap Muncher with the little bird here looking at a falling ginkgo leaf. Very cool. I think the snoot could be a little bit slimmer, but yeah. Then there is there's aberrantologist here with a guy TM sitting on the branch. I think again the tail feather could be a little bit slimmer, like by 20% slimmer. But otherwise excellent. I love the speculative green iridescence here. They didn't look too much at the microstructure, I think, so totally possible. Oh no, and Avi is tired and needs to get to bed. Honk shoo.
Honk shoe.
Honk shoo, Avi. Sleep well.
Hong Shua, sleep on that bed.
Honk shoo. You did not just say that. And true, Petite. You usually do that. That is. That is indeed something.
I hope double Western bacon cheeseburger sees my bird.
Okay, from the opposite bird now to an actually crown group bird, the King Kong grosbeak. Animal I was not aware of. It is a recently extinct finch from Hawaii, if I remember correctly.
That is correct.
And its actual name is, its scientific name is Chloridops regiscongi. And it's apparently quite large for a finch. For people curious, here's a name in chat. From the same genus, we actually have another species that appears to be quite similar, for which we actually have preserved specimens. This guy here, the Kona grosbeak. Beyond that, we have artworks depicting the animal. So I would use both as reference for this.
What a child.
This is the one angry bird.
I mean, it has all the reasons to be angry.
Maybe.
Oh. Bird up. Yes.
Oh, actually, it's not a finch. Sorry. Why do I say that? It's a honey creeper, Hawaiian honey creeper.
Yeah.
It's one of these cases where, big radiation of beak shapes and stuff.
Although to be fair, it is in the same family as finches.
Yeah.
They're a grosbeak.
Okay, and it was indeed quite large, 11 inches or 28 centimeters long. That is huge for a passerine like this. Like passerines of this shape usually are like only half the size. Its relative, the Kona grosbeak, is only 15 centimeters long for comparison.
Insane size.
Also here, for the Kona grosbeak, we actually have recorded sexual dimorphism. Here is the differences we have. It might be interesting for Petite again. So it looks like the males were more solid, greenish colored, while the females had a lighter belly. Is there... Okay, yeah, the Kona grosbeak is the only one we have preserved specimens on from this genus. There's a third species, the Wahi grosbeak. And the Kona grosbeak went extinct in 1894. Is there something on the Wahi grosbeak? Wikipedia has no image. Let's see if there is anything on this elsewhere. No, doesn't appear to be
I
the
think
case.
both the Wahi and a giant grosbeak are like prehistoric extinctions.
Mm-hmm.
So predating human habitation completely, including Hawaiians.
Probably not predating human habitation on the islands, just predating
Western records.
Our record.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like probably before like 1750, if I had to guess it.
Yeah, probably longer. I mean, the initial colonization of Hawaii already let quite a few local species die out. I mean, like all the big geese went extinct around that time. Okay, the Kona grosbeak, it's actually unknown to the native Hawaiians and has no native name. So its extinction is probably so far back that or they went extinct so quickly that they never established themselves in local language and mythology.
Crazy. Oh my god.
Yeah. Also here, the Kona grosbeak has a nice looking skull. Putting that here to show, like, yeah, that is not your usual finch. They have quite wide heads and quite wide beaks. These guys.
Oh, it looks like there's snout downturns too, like another type of honey creeper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Once you peel away the feathers and stuff, the honey creeper affinity becomes more obvious. Like otherwise, it's like, oh yeah, that's a green finch. Look at that, and then wait a second.
I'm 5 ready for me. I think that's everything that we could possibly say about this thing, I think.
Oh wait, also I'm sorry. Apparently, the image I posted with male and female, that is in mature and immature. Oh, Petit already posted that as caption. My bad. Did not display sexual dimorphism, actually. Interesting. But yeah, I would use the Kona grosbeak as a baseline here and work off that. Could have quite a bit different plumage, but it's in the same genus, so you can expect similar colors to pop up potentially. Okay. Not much more to say, really. I think
Angry bird.
It do be big angry bird. The most angry of birds. Maybe they should have been more angry, and then they would have survived.
Dang.
Or more shy. Maybe that was a problem. Who can tell?
Well, they made a movie about this. 2 movies.
Really? Incredible.
About Angry Birds.
Oh, also, I apparently still have the chat enlarged. There we go. Thank you, Sorops. Anything else? No, I think we're good. Quick look over on YouTube. Nope. Okay. Let us start with the King Kong Finch Grosbeak in 1, 2, 3, go.
Very, very bird.
Oh. Ooh. New human paper. Love to see it.
Is there a 3rd movie on the way? I'm not aware.
I hope not. That'd be scary.
That would be stupid.
How much angrier can these birds get?
Anger beyond your wildest imagination.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
Rita's pregnant?
I don't think that's gonna happen. I don't know about that one. I mean, maybe. I wouldn't be against it. I just don't think they'd do that.
I don't think
Do we have a lower jaw for this guy?
I don't know. I mean, as what I posted in there is like only the closest relative. Let me actually check. I think the holotype description is in this PDF that I found. Unfortunately, it describes 30 different species and is
Perfect.
old. Can I search in this, or is it too old for that? Oh, no. It does recognize it, but does it figure stuff is a question. Yes. Yes, we have a lower jaw. It looks like a turtle.
Oh my god.
Yes, that is so freaky. I thought it was going to be weird like that.
Wait, what is the previous figure here? Oh, that's the other species. I see. A
Tyrannosaurus of honey creepers.
Hawaiian honey creeper specifically.
True.
Yeah, no, that's unfortunately the only image of the material.
It's always a fun day in Paleostream when you're just basically doing nature drawings.
I am going off to dinner. I'll be back after stream probably.
Gotta be there for.
Yes, you must join us for the crabs.
See you guys in a bit.
See you.
See you.
Bye-bye.
So 3. Okay, yeah.
We need them to help us beat 10-10.
Exactly.
Maybe if I do this one with a lighter color.
Wait, where is the... Oh, there's...
Yeah. I'm so glad that Yash has his own version of that map pad image.
My own version of what?
You know the image of MatPat where it's like he's doing the thinking thing, and that's like the only thing anyone ever knows him from? Is that still PNG? That's what the photo that Fossletter posted in stream materials. That's your version of that.
Thank you, Fossil Adder, for posting that again. Very cool.
That's a really funny way to describe it. That's the picture.
It certainly is a picture.
Can we get a time check?
No. 10 minutes.
No.
No. he wants a time check, you will have to build a solar clock.
Want a time check? Why don't you check it yourself?
I mean, if you think about it, most people here are putting a lot of trust that it is actually 20 minutes.
You could check that by having your own timer run parallel.
But given how frequently people ask how much time is left, most people don't do that, seemingly.
That appears to be the case. I am honored by your trust. It is in fact misplaced.
No.
With every week I make it shorter.
It's a social experiment.
We are close to 5 minutes at this point. But look at how many good images we still can get. I mean, honestly, I talked about this before, but I think we should do more speed flockings.
You think 20 minutes is hard? Try 10 minutes.
5 minutes, actually.
What?
Oh, be a little kind to them.
When I was in art school, we did 10-second sketches, and nobody complained.
Seriously, we did, actually. I did. I lived through that because I was an animator. Was being the operative term.
Raven was there. When the ancient text we have written.
The great jazz disc format wars of the late 90s.
I think I remember like way back, maybe not way back for me anyways. That like after the 4 usual flockings, we did like 2 extra ones that I think were like 10 minutes. I don't remember who it was. I think one of them was like I'm blanking. But I remember struggling, so.
It looks a little stupid, which is excellent.
That is a wide. Why the wide fades?
Well, that's exactly what the fossil tells us.
That fucking bird that I hate. Fucking bird that I hate. Let me get a
5 minutes, 40 seconds. Let's actually try to bring a little bit different colors into this. Not just what we have in the only species that we have a historic record of. Although it's quite likely that these guys just look like that, yes. That's a difference where minuscule, but you can't exclude that they also look quite a bit different.
I mean, other Hawaiian honey creepers have a wide range of color schemes.
Indeed.
You could really go crazy with them.
Crazy.
Crazy ones.
I was never crazy.
I was never sane. I was never locked in the rats. The rats were locked in with me.
What in the... Oh. Do you have a fun time with them?
I do.
I hope it wasn't too bad of an experience.
Not for me.
Those poor rats.
Made the hand too small.
Two minutes. This guy's so fucking mad.
Let's try.
Hmm. 40 seconds. Actually, let me try something here. Maybe it works better with a dark background. Nah. Oh boy, and there we go. Time to post.
Oh,
Did this win just because Dilo is in Hawaii? Was
no,
Dilo
this
the one
one
who
because of the name. It's the King Kong Grosbeak.
Yeah,
that's also
I
that's probably
suspect
why.
if I didn't post it, if I posted with its scientific name, it wouldn't have won.
Oh no, Dilo
Let's
suggested
just call it the
the
giant
bird.
grosbeak. I think like giant grosbeak is the preferred name, anyways. Since King Kong grosbeak is allegedly from a mishearing.
I mean, it is in the scientific name.
Is
Regis congi.
it is. Oh. Yeah, the unusual name given to the species came from a reporter's misquoting of ornithologist Storrs L. Olson's discovery of the then unnamed species as being a giant gargantuan King Kong finch.
I think that's totally fair to
I
still
looked a
use
little
the
bit
name.
of a King Kong reference in.
It is a very big thing.
Yeah, and it's a fun name. It makes you go, wait, what? There aren't that many King Kong references
Not even-
in actual nomenclature. So
I imagine
This one is my best because my hand is starting to hurt a little bit. I need to take a break.
God sings it is the last.
It isn't even a grosbeak. Is it a
It
I
possum?
really, really wanted to be a parrot in the worst way.
I imagine there's a lot more Godzilla references.
I was tempted to
And,
reference like a Godzilla, not a Godzilla, a King Kong scene with like King Kong approaching what's her name, Jane, and maybe doing that with a tiny mammal or or an insect.
I already got my movie reference out with Velociraptor.
Okay, I will save this under the
Can take
scientific
lots.
name. That makes it easier to find again. Lag. God damn it.
Oh, also, this should have been mentioned, but these things were likely eating seeds, and
My God.
because very big beak,
Because indeed.
generally seen in things that crack open seed pods versus eating insects or something.
And Snow Denshi, yes, there is a movie called Velociraptor. It is one of the movies ever.
Don't worry about it.
I don't know what I did, but Gimpus grayed out for me for a second here. I need a new PC.
Aren't you running Windows?
What are those? Are those fingers? His gorilla hands? This is scary. I think my favorite part of this flocking has been the pink dino photo bashes.
I love those.
They are certainly highlight.
They're really good.
There we go. Okay. Time to increase chat. To have a look at our last batch here. We start with Octoless. Who did the little dead one? Oh no. The king is dead. Long sleeps the king. Very nice. Very sad. Good stuff. Roadrunner from Hill. From Hill? From Hell. With reference to the 2005 poster of King Kong. Very cool. Then once again we have a photo bash by Pink Dino. Pink Dino, I don't think that's how it works. That's none of that works. I think more disturbing than the face to me are the finger feathers. Fucking God.
Why is it staring at me?
Why is it staring at us with bird eyes but a primate skull? And
It's a predatory bird.
Hunting.
it
It's
is
hunting us.
clearly a predatory bird. And what the fuck? Anyway, Velociraptor with the little bird TM. Very nice, very nice. I think the beak is a little bit long. Like when you look at the species that we have historical records of, the beak is like overall quite deep and short. Yeah, something to remember. Then Vex with a little guy sitting there on a branch, being all regal and congy. I think the upper jaw could be a little bit deeper, maybe. But yeah, no.
I was
otherwise,
I was trying to figure it out in perspective for a little bit. You can see where I like erased some of the liner and just redrew it.
Yeah. Okay, next up we have Captain Trululu going in with another best film franchise of all time. I should block you for that, Captain Trululu. Very, very nice. Everybody knows it's actually Star Wars. Very cool. Movie poster reference here. Nice stuff. Then is it? My God! Again, Sleepy T-Rex here. What orange holding shut? Fascinating. King Kong, Grosbeak, sitting on something, being attacked by minuscule biplanes. I have to assume. Fascinating. Oh, Petit noticing that's not even a Grosbeak. Yeah, I mean, if if you tie Grosbeak to a clade and not just use it as a vernacular name completely. Okay, Alexan with once again a baby. What a little critter. Being all naked and stuff, but already having a very wide and deep bill. Excellent. Next up is this little doodle by Raven. Very cool. Yeah, I see a little bit the parrot in there. That is true. A little bit. But very nice nonetheless. Then we have Sorops with this excellent little sketch. I love the pose you went for with this one. I think the head could be a little bit taller, but otherwise very good. Then Ultra Rooster going in with another King Kong reference here. Excellent. Loving that. It's going after the bees. And then Im Cypress with the burp. The burp is the burp as a word, and the burp, and something rather. I lost all trains of thought. Very nice. I think the eye could be a little bit further back. Looking at the historic specimens we have of a close relative, I think the eye would be like middle of the head, basically. But yeah, good stuff. Then Soap Muncher with this beautiful little rendition. It is very chicken indeed. Love all the green tones you used here. Very cool, and the metallic grays on the bill. Nice. And there we have a first work in progress of this little King Kong Grosbeak by Petite. Very cool.
The Demon of Babylon disguises himself with the Code of the Righteous. Don't look further into it, Yash. There's something hiding there.
In what?
In Petite's work in progress.
Nothing
my
is
God.
there. I don't see anything.
2% opacity. Ah! This might have been useful. What do you mean? I mean, as a turntable isn't bad. I mean, I got that just by looking at the skull, but yeah. Okay, Cypherpuck, which is little guy here. He's sitting with some flowers here. Very nice. And another portrait by Aberrantologist. Good stuff. Nice. I can't visualize things. Pity, you can. We all know you can. You might not be super good at it. Also, I'm honestly curious if that is something you can train yourself on. Visualization. I always was very good at it, but I'm not sure how much of that is learned. And what is genetic, epigenetic, something. Yeah. The brain is a very flexible organ. Okay. Let me shrink that chat. And let us have a quick last look at the taxa we covered tonight. Yeah, no Hawks, yes, indeed. It's called Aphantasia, yeah. Which has nothing to do with the excellent Disney movie Fantasia. of which only
Pear.
parts are excellent. But yeah.
I am a pear.
Hair tone.
Okay, we started tonight with the glorious Kank. A new unalagin from the Maastrichtian of Patagonia. After that, Velociraptor, finally done on flocking. Followed by the new Enantiomycene Pluma Draco with its really long tail feathers. And last but not least, the King Kong finch Chloridops regis kongi, which unfortunately we have no historic records of. It's from Hawaii. Okay, this would be everything for tonight, guys. Thank you for being here, and see you potentially tomorrow when we will have a look at the mother lode of all Eurypterids, the birdie formation / group. Okay, good night, everyone, and bye-bye. And for people who stay on here, we might be a little bit crabbing it.